October night in the city of Corpus Christi, Texas. Buccaneer Stadium is the site for the most highly anticipated matchup as the Calallen Wildcats are here to take on Corpus Christi Miller. Kevin Naro along Tyler Durheim. Big-time football, Friday Night Lights. Hey, this is what you live for, right?
Definitely, man. It is a beautiful night here at Buck Stadium. Beautiful, cool, crisp night. It feels like a playoff atmosphere.
It really does, minus the fact that there's a lot of social distancing, and the weather feels like it. The teams on the field, you feel it, but then the energy is there. There's something missing just a little bit, but nonetheless, we got a big-time football game, Tyler. And what are you most excited to see about? Starting with Coach Phil Danaher's Wildcats.
I am very excited to see that high-powered offense of Phil Danaher's Calallen Wildcats. They have a monster quarterback at Tariq Hickman, who has rushed for 598 yards and 8 TDs this year, as long as their senior running back, Jeremiah Earls, who has rushed for 627 yards and 6 TDs on the year.
Calallen, they got off to that 1-2 start. They've won 3 straight. Defensively, they really clamped things down, only yielding a total of 12 points over that 3-game win streak. They're starting to gel defensively. You talk about having your work cut out in front of them. The team that's about to come out of this huddle, led by arguably one of the better quarterbacks in the Coastal Bend, Andrew Body, they got their work cut out for them, don't they?
The Miller Bucks have a prolific offense. They come into this game scoring 56 points per game here, and they just picked up a nice win over the Alice Coyotes, 73-42, with their last game.
That was a district opener for a team in Corpus Christi Miller that you're looking at. They come in, I believe they were top 10 in the state. High expectations. They lose to Rockport Fulton, and at the time was considered an upset. Then they lose to Corpus Christi Veterans. They get punched in the mouth. Here come the Bucks. Big-time football game coming up right here on Real Sports Live. They lose to Corpus Christi Veterans. Carter Centerfit. If he ain't the best, Andrew Body is. 1-2 punch right there. But they come back. They beat the tar out of Ray. They then get their first district win against Alice. All is right in the world, right? But then here come knocking are the Wildcats. You're going to see a lot of explosive plays from this Miller team. Adrian Lloyd, one of the best wide receivers in the area, along with Lonnie Atkinson. Those two are a lethal 1-2 punch, but we're excited to see Andrew Body, to see what he can do in the big stage. Big-time home game. Tyler, this game was circled on the calendar date when we saw district realignment because people were like, oh, check this out. Calallen's going down to 4A. Here we go. Buckle up. Let's get ready for some football.
This was a big game when you first looked at the season schedule, and these two teams will go at it here tonight to see who is going to take the lead in District 15 4A.
Definitely, and it's a battle of heavyweights. One thing that I do want to point out, in the Phil Danaher era, he is 12-0 against Corpus Christi Miller.
Oh, wow. That is an amazing stat.
It's a fun stat to know and to see if Coach Evans and company can kind of break that streak. It's going to be one to keep an eye on. But as far as, the secondary from Calallen, you talk about the matchups with Adrian Lloyd and you talk about Lonnie Atkinson. But then let's talk about the backfield and the big fella. That's Ethan Greenwood. He's a sophomore.
Ethan Greenwood for the Miller Bucks, he has rushed for over 438 yards this season with a whopping 13 TDs. That is a ton of TDs, and that is only in 6 games.
5 of them came last week against the Alice Coyotes. So, there's plenty of weapons for Corpus Christi Miller. On the flip side, you talk about Jeremiah Earls, who just returned to action last week, had 68 yards in the win. He had missed the previous 2 games because of an ankle injury, but now the expectation is he's healthy, he's going to be clicking at the right time, and considering the fact he had that one, quote, warm-up game, you bet he's ready to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jeremiah Earls is definitely ready to get his season started with he had the warm-up game against TM, basically 52-13 over TM. Jeremiah Earls comes in with 627 yards and 6 TDs on the year. And Calallen Wildcats are about to kick it off.
So we are just moments away from arguably the most highly anticipated game of the year. Calallen, Miller, let's get it on from Buck Stadium. Kevin and Tyler here bringing you the action on Real Sports Live. And we are underway from Corpus Christi, Texas. The Bucks are going to open up with the football, running it out to the 15-yard line to the 20. So the Bucks receive the opening kickoff, and here comes Andrew Body and that prolific offense like you mentioned, Tyler.
Yes, sir. The Bucks bring it out. Macaulay and Williams brings it out to the 20-yard line. Here comes Andrew and that prolific Bucks offense. They have so many weapons to work with here. Let's see what they do on this first drive.
Colton Calloway, the junior linebacker, leads the team with 12 tackles for loss, and he also leads the team in tackles with 63. Look for Calloway to have an impact here tonight. He wears the number 44. Handoff, that's Greenwood, picks up 3, maybe 4 on the first carry, and we are officially underway under the lights.
He brings it out to about the 23-yard line on the play. And it'll now be 2nd down and 7 to go on the 21-yard line.
So Greenwood, his first carry, he's going to be the workhorse, 4-receiver set for the Bucks. Body out of the gun, steps back, has time. Deep route, that's completed for a first down. Lonnie Adkism, first catch of the night for Adkism.
Big catch there for Lonnie Adkism as he picks up the first down for the Miller Bucks.
So this secondary, again, it's going to be tested with these weapons, and you're going to see the depth from Corpus Christi Miller. 4-receiver set again. Greenwood with the carry up the middle. Big hit right at midfield.
He takes it to about the 36-yard line where he's hit by Calallen. 10:53 here to go in the first quarter.
Garrett Rangel on the tackle, as you see on the instant replay there. It'll be a designed quarterback run. That play's blown up at the line of scrimmage, but lunging forward was Body, and he was able to get 2, maybe 3.
Jacob Castellanos on there for the Wildcats tackle, a huge tackle for the Wildcats. It brings up 3rd down and about 6 yards here.
Now Body lost his helmet on that play. So now he's going to have to come out for a play. And in comes Jaden Brown, the freshman quarterback who we saw in mop-up duty a couple of weeks ago in their win against Ray. So the freshman in, facing now a 3rd and 6, ball at the 37. Brown handoff. That's going to be a face mask. Clock's going to stop. It's going to be a big penalty early on.
And in comes the Miller quarterback back in after sitting out for one play after his helmet comes off. Big catch there for Lonnie Adkins as he picks up the first down.
So it's going to be a first down. So the officials signaling first down.
And the ball will be placed on the 48-yard line of the Calallen Wildcats.
Body steps back, has time. They're going to go deep, looking for Adkism. That ball is up, knocked away. Good defensive effort there from the Calallen secondary. Caden Wood.
Caden Wood there with a huge play for that Calallen defense, keeping Lonnie Adkism from catching that ball. Lonnie Adkism has caught many balls like that this year, and a great job by Cade Wood there for the Calallen Wildcats.
So Wood comes up with a big defensive play, 2nd and 10. Body steps back, has time, hits Adkism, and then tackled immediately at about the 35-yard line.
Lonnie Adkism there with a huge catch for the Miller Bucks. Another first down for the Bucks as they're driving down the field on the 35-yard line of the Calallen Wildcats.
The Bucks, after that 15-yard penalty, are on the move. Ball at the 35. Four receivers set for Miller. Handed off to Greenwood with some running room to about the 29-yard line.
Greenwood with a nice run there up the middle. It'll bring up about a 2nd down and 4 for the Miller Bucks on the 29-yard line of the Calallen Wildcats.
So Ethan Greenwood picks up 6, 2nd and 4, and a good drive offensively right out of the gate for Corpus Christi Miller. Body out of the gun. It's going to be a quarterback run to the 30, to the 25. Shakes off a man. Still on his feet.
And a nice block there for number 54 of the Miller Bucks. That would be Anthony Allen. Nice block leading the way for Andrew there.
Fresh set of downs now for the Bucks. Moving this ball with ease on the 29. Body, back to pass, pump fakes, deep ball has Adkism leaping, caught, touchdown Bucks, Lonnie Adkism.
Big catch there for the Miller Bucks. Lonnie Adkism with a leaping grab for the Miller Buccaneers, and they take the lead here today, 6-0 with an extra point pending.
Just looking on that replay, Adkism went up and got that one. That's a heck of a catch. Adkism puts on the board. The senior to the sophomore, 7-0. Bucks lead early on Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Kevin Naro, Tyler Durheim, and it is a 7-0 Bucks lead. And Tyler, if you are Coach Evans, that's exactly how you drew up the start to this football game.
Exactly. That would be literally the perfect drive to set up this game for the Miller Bucks. Andrew Body throws it to Lonnie Adkism for that leaping grab in the end zone, in the right corner of the end zone, and the Miller Bucks take a 7-0 lead with 8:38 here left in the first quarter as the Wildcats take over on offense.
Tarek Hickman, now the quarterback who's expected to run the football. He's been doing a lot of it. Earls goes nowhere.
Good stop on that defense for number 6, Tyren Clay for the Miller Bucks.
So back comes this Calallen offense and has found their running game, even with the absence of Earls over the last 2 weeks. And again, they just got him back in the lineup, and that's a big plus for Coach Danaher. Running to the 30 and a big hit at the 29-yard line. Jay-Sean Trimble, that's a kid that has continued to make plays for this Buccaneers defense, and it's one of those, he's that engine on that defense for the Bucs.
Yes, sir. Jayshon Trimble was an anchor for that defense last year, and he's an anchor as well for them this year. He gets a big hit on Marvin Beasley from the Calallen Wildcats to bring up a 3rd down and 11 here.
So you talk about an assertive start right here for the Bucs. Toss to the right to Earls, nowhere to go. The Miller defense standing tall.
Tyron Clay again for that Miller Bucs defense, along with a host of Miller Buccaneers, bring down that Calallen rushing attack.
You just saw it right there on the instant replay, Tyler. You talk about a team that's coming out swinging. These Miller Bucs have come out swinging right now. They have the momentum, and this is as good a start as you want if you're Coach Evans. Calallen with a quick 3 and out, unable to get that rushing attack going. Adkism the man to return it. He's going to let this one roll. Before we go to timeout, I want to take this time to the Hale Law Firm, Robert Hale, attorney, Albert Martinos, legal assistant, 25 years experience in personal injury, auto accident, 18-wheeler cases. So a shout out to our sponsors there, and Bubba's for also providing, Bubba's 33 for also providing a little pregame snack. So on the other side of the break, the Bucs lead 7-0. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. 6:48 in the opening quarter. I'm looking deep here. If your body steps back, has time, pumps fakes, and down he goes. First sack of the night.
That is a big stop for that Calallen Wildcats defense. It was led by number 55, Donovan Eigelhart for the Calallen Wildcats.
Yeah, that's a name that we're going to be saying a lot. He has 44 tackles, second on the team, and he's one of those kids that can play guard and defensive tackle, so expect him to make some plays tonight. 2nd and 16, Bucs behind the chain. Body steps back. He's going to go for it all, looking for Adkism in the double coverage. That ball's caught! Lonnie Adkism! My goodness!
Lonnie Adkism with a huge catch there for the Miller Bucs, bringing the ball all the way down to the 44-yard line of the Calallen Wildcats.
In double coverage. Let's go back to that replay, Tyler. This was in double coverage. We're going to put this on the full screen.
That was an amazing catch by Lonnie right there.
They're just playing pitch and catch right now. That's not fair. Body, design, quarterback run. Trying to make a man miss. Does. Bounces to the outside of the 40. Picks up a block. 35, 30. Picks up another block. Down the sideline. Andrew Body. All the way down to the 5 to the 4-yard line.
There were some huge blocks on that play by number 3, Adrian Lloyd. Adrian Lloyd picked up a block as Body went out to the outside and freed him up.
I mean, this is a good start for Corpus Christi Miller, but there is a flag on the field, Tyler. And I think that's why the coaches here to our left were kind of grunting. And it's a hold. That's a backbreaker, but a break for Calallen because they had him on their heels, but to the left of us is the coach's press box for Miller, and we heard some groans.
Oh, yeah. That ball was inside the 10, and they're bringing it all the way around the 39-yard line of Miller. So definitely a huge penalty there for the Bucs.
So now they'll do it again. 2nd and 7. Body out of the shotgun. Handoff to the 30 to the 28-yard line.
McCullian Williams with that handoff right there, up the middle for the Miller Bucs.
You're looking at a spot here where, let's see what down it is. Scoreboard has it at 2nd and 7. Motion man, they're going to go that way. Quick swing pass completed at the 30 to the 25 and a big hit at the 25-yard line. Depends on where the spot is, Tyler, but I'm not sure if they'll give him the first down.
Justice McClure from the Calallen Wildcats came up with a big tackle right there, and you are right, Kevin. He did pick up the first down there.
He did, because the clock is going to stop. 4:55 here in the opening quarter. Miller with the football. They lead by a score.
On the 25-yard line of the Calallen Wildcats.
Let us know where you are tuning in from. We'll give you a shout out on the air. Whether you're a Bucks fan or a Calallen fan, either way you slice it, I think football fans are just tuning in because they love football. Trying to break away, and a good tackle over on the far side of the field.
Damari Lister there for the Miller Bucks with a nice play.
That's the first time we say Lister's name tonight. He's one of those kids who can come out of the slot and really hurt you and do a couple of different things. Backstory with their offensive coordinator, Bradley Chavez. Spent a little time at Ed Calchelsa as the head coach.
Oh, wow, the Yellow Jackets down in the valley. Very good program.
Motion man is Greenwood. Body hit as he throws, and that ball is incomplete. I think, Tyler, there, they just had a little miscommunication. Yeah,
Blake Karpinski for the Calallen Wildcats applied the pressure there. Definitely some miscommunication on that play. They will try again here on 3rd down and 7 from the 22-yard line of the Calallen Wildcats.
3rd and 7. Are you in 4-down territory, Tyler? Maybe.
You've definitely got to think about it from this range, unless your field goal kicker is amazing.
Body's going to fire this one back of the end zone. Adkism, did he haul it in? Out of bounds, back of the end zone.
That was a very, very close play at the back of the end zone there for Lonnie Adkism. Almost his second touchdown grab of the night, his 3rd big catch of the night there, almost for Lonnie Adkism.
That's just a good call from the official on the replay there. He was out of bounds. So now it's 4th and 7, and the question we were curious to see, what does Miller do in their offense? Is on the field. 4th and 7, ball on the 22. Greenwood to the left of Body, steps back, has time. Caught. First down. Adkism inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. Lonnie Adkism
there for the Miller Bucks with a huge catch and another first down, bringing the ball down to around inside the 10-yard line.
Design quarterback run, no running room there. The defense for the Wildcats ready to sniff that one out.
It'll bring up 2nd down and goal here to go for the Miller Bucks.
Approaching the 8 o'clock hour. Body trying to follow his blockers inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice block there for Anthony Allen of the Bucks. He is a junior offensive lineman. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and goal from the 9-yard line.
Under 3 minutes to go. Greenwood to the right of Body. Already up 7-0. Moving on this drive. 4-receiver set. That's going to be a false start.
It'll bring the ball to about the 14-yard line, making it 3rd down and goal from the 14-yard line for the Miller Bucks.
So we will try it again. After the false start, and now you can look at a unique formation here. 3 down linemen for Miller, and now Calallen's going to say, hey, what's up here? Let's call a timeout. 7-0, 3rd and 9 on the other side of the break. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Real Sports Live. After the timeout, 2:43 in the opening quarter. Bucks with the football. Body looking back to pass. Cleared it out for Greenwood, and he can walk into the end zone. Touchdown. Nice design play there from offensive coordinator Bradley Chavez. Cleared everyone out. There comes Ethan Greenwood sneaking out of the backfield.
That was a perfect play for the Buccaneers there. Cleared everybody out, and Ethan Greenwood walks in for a 14-yard TD for the Miller Bucks. Extra point pending. 13-0 Miller Bucks.
We just checked out the replay there, and just again, good play design from Coach Bradley Chavez, the offensive coordinator.
Bradley Chavez is dialing up some amazing plays here tonight against Cal and against this daunting Calallen defense.
Snaps there, the extra point's blocked. Calallen comes down with the loose football. The extra point is blocked. Little bit of momentum for the Wildcats on the other side of the break. Miller leads 13-0. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Real Sports Live. 13-0. 2:37 left in the opening quarter, and this is a squib kick and at the 39-yard line. And Tyler, you mentioned, Calallen's got to get something going quick, and they got to do it in a hurry.
They definitely do here. Let's see what Tariq Hickman and Jeremiah Earls can dial up here with Phil Danaher's amazing mind. Let's see what they can dial up here to get going. They're down 13-0 here in the first quarter with 2:37 left.
Hickman, the quarterback. And there's going to be whistles. And I was going to say, there was whistles coming in from the far side. Miller is going to call a timeout. So we're going to take a break. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Snaps there. Hickman gets drugged down from behind, and a good play defensively made.
Jordan Morin for the Miller Buccaneers there with the tackle. Amazing tackle running down Tariq Hickman from the backside. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12 here for the Calallen Wildcats on the 37-yard line of the of the Calallen Wildcats. They're on their own 37-yard line.
Under 2 minutes to go. Calallen quickly getting to the line. 2nd and 12. Hickman. And it's going to be a pass. Here comes the blitz. Jay-Sean Trimble. They flip this one back. And that play is blown up.
Jay-Sean Trimble in that Miller defense with a huge tackle. And on the tackle was Jay-Sean Trimble and a host of Miller Bucks.
Damian Gutierrez was the second man there that finished off that play. Trimble broke the play up. Then Gutierrez was there to back him up.
And that Miller defense is swarming to the ball tonight.
3rd and 29 coming up for Calallen. And it's going to be a pass. Hickman hitting that screen pass over on the far side, and he's going to be well shy of a first down.
That was about no gain on the play. The Calallen Wildcats were a punt from about their 20-yard line, bringing up 4th down and 29 here. And Lonnie Adkism will go back deep to receive this punt for the Miller Bucks.
Clock is going to stop at 37 seconds.
Colin Kieschnick to punt this ball away for the Calallen Wildcats. Jesus Ruiz checks in for Jay-Sean Trimble for the Miller Bucks.
Adkism back to field this punt. They're going to try and kick away from him. That's a loose football picked up at the 35 to the 40. Still on his feet to the 45. That's a late hit.
Late hit out of bounds there for the Wildcats. That'll bring the ball inside the Calallen Wildcats territory after the penalty there.
So here comes the penalty from the officials.
There's 27 seconds here left in the first quarter. Miller with a 13-0 lead on number 5 ranked Calallen.
So 15 yards added to that return from Adkism.
That'll put the ball on the 37-yard line of the Calallen Wildcats.
Play action over the middle, and that's incomplete. He was looking for Terrell on the intended wide receiver.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 here for Body and the Bucks. .24 seconds here to go in the first quarter.
Body out of the shotgun. Has time. Caught at the 14-yard line is Adkism.
Adkism with another good catch there for the Bucks. He's been a workhorse tonight already, and it's only the first quarter.
High snap, Body hauls it in, gets it to Ethan Greenwood, finds some running room to the 20, and out of bounds.
Nice block there from number 7, Lonnie Adkism, for the Miller Bucaneers. 5 seconds left here in the first quarter.
It's going to be a handoff, trying to find some running room. This should be the Last play of the first quarter inside to the 5. And it is. That will take us to the second quarter.
That was a nice run there by number 13, Calallen Williams of the Miller Bucaneers.
On the other side of the break, you're watching Real Sports Live. Miller knocking on the door. They lead 13-0. Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Start of the second quarter. Miller knocking on the door. Design quarterback run. That's body down to the 4-yard line. If it wasn't for this laptop popping up saying your battery's low, we would have had some major problems.
Oh, yeah.
The charger was just simply not plugged in. That's on me. So the charger is plugged in. The laptop is good to go.
Miller Bucks are on the 3-yard line. It's second down and goal here.
Getting the call from the sideline. Up 13-0 is Miller. Snaps there. Handoff. Try to find his way into the end zone, and he does. Touchdown Bucks.
Calallen Williams with a 3-yard touchdown run for the Miller Bucks right there. Nice touchdown there for the Miller Bucaneers as they take a 19-0 lead pending the extra point here.
Williams right there on the instant replay finding his way in. 19-0 is the score. And it's all Corpus Christi Miller. And just kind of shaking your head if you are a Calallen fan trying to find an answer.
This Miller offense is scoring in a hurry. It's 20-0 here in the second quarter with 11 minutes and 15 seconds left. This Bucks offense, Kevin, is firing on all cylinders.
So we're going to take a quick timeout. Bucks lead 20-0. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Real Sports Live. The Wildcats getting some much-needed momentum on that return. Luke Smith.
Big return there for Luke Smith and the Wildcats, bringing it all the way down to around the 48-yard line, where the Calallen Wildcats will start with Tariq Hickman, who on the season, Tariq Hickman has 598 yards and 8 touchdowns rushing.
Hickman and company, they're going to have to get something going quick. They have the football for the third time tonight. Here's an option play. Hickman to the midfield and into Buck territory.
Nice tackle there by number 6 of the Miller Bucks, Tyron Clay.
So I want to thank everyone for tuning in to Real Sports Live on a cool, beautiful night in Corpus Christi, Texas at Buck Stadium, and one of the games that a lot of folks circled on the calendar date. Wildcats and Bucks doing battle here by the Bay. Option play again. Hickman, this time plenty of running room in front of him, down to the 45, down to the 33-yard line. All of a sudden, Calallen starting to find their footing.
Yes, sir, Kevin. Nice run by Tariq Hickman right there, bringing the ball all the way down to about the 33-yard line of the Miller Bucks.
Saw it right there on the replay. Now, Calallen is a team that once they get going offensively, they're going to want to control this clock, but how much does that factor into them being down by 3 scores here in the first half? Hickman hands this one off to Earls. Earls trying to dance his way to the 25-20. Nice cut. Down he goes. Earls into the end zone for the touchdown, and just like that, the Wildcats are on the board.
Jeremiah Earls for the Calallen Wildcats goes 32 yards in and out of that Miller Bucks defense to score a touchdown for the Calallen Wildcats.
That is as good a run as you will see. We'll put it up here on the full screen. After the extra point, you talk about a much-needed play from Calallen, and they go to their leading rusher, Jeremiah Earls. The extra point is up, and it's good. Let's take a look at that replay. And he came back last week after missing 2 weeks with an ankle injury. I think that ankle is just fine. Look at the cut.
Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful cut there for Jeremiah Earls. I'd say that ankle was doing just fine after that run.
On the other side of the break, you're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Calallen gets on the board, and Tyler, you got some scores for us.
Yes, sir. We got the 4th-ranked Calhoun Sand Crabs up on top of the Toloso Midway Warriors, 14-7. That one's in the second quarter with 4:47 left. We also got the Flower Bluff Hornets down 14-7 against the Victoria East Titans. Refugio, number 2 Refugio, is up on Kennedy 7-0 in the second quarter. And Calallen will kick this ball off right here. Colin Kieschnick.
So again, a much-needed touchdown for Coach Danaher's team. Now you're looking at it to where if this defense can maybe come up with a stop.
And the Wildcats bring it out to about the 25-yard line.
.9:54 here in the second quarter. Big drive here coming up for this defense of the Wildcats. Body has time. He's going to go deep, looking for Adrian Lloyd, out of his reach and incomplete.
That was a beautiful ball in stride there to Adrian Lloyd, just out of the arms just a little bit there.
So Lloyd, that's the first time we say his name tonight. We had saw a heavy dose of Lonnie Adkism on that opening drive and a lot of Ethan Greenwood, and that was the first time that Miller goes Lloyd's way. Body out of the gun, looking back to pass. Dig route, caught. First catch of the night for Adrian Lloyd. Spin move at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Nice catch there by Adrian Lloyd. Brings it out to around the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line. Nice catch there by Adrian Lloyd of the Miller Bucks.
Miller quickly to the line. Hand off to Greenwood. If anything, he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Donovan Eigelhart on the tackle there for the Calallen Wildcats, with a gang of other Wildcats on the tackle.
.919 here in the first half, 20-7. 2nd and 10 after the run from Greenwood. Body points out the backer. Play action over the middle. That pass is incomplete. He was looking for his man, Damari Lister, and that's going to be an incomplete pass, and the clock's going to stop.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 here with the ball on the 40-yard line for the Miller Bucks. Let's see what Coach Evans and Andrew Body can dial up here on 3rd down.
Big 3rd and 10 for this Calallen defense. Here comes the blitz. Body gets rid of it. That ball is going to be incomplete, and a big stop defensively. Both him and Lloyd were out of sync, and now it's going to be 4th down. Now, the interesting thing here is, Tyler, is Andrew Body is still on the field. It's 4th and 10. 9:02, on the clock. Left in the first quarter.
You have to wonder if Coach Evans is going to go for this. 4th and 10 right here.
Well, that's what it looks like right now, or they may try a dummy count to maybe cut it in half, but they're lining up to go for it. Looks like he's going to step back and he's going to punt. Body with the punt. Rolls out of bounds. 8:58. Big stop there for Calallen. On the other side of the break, they're going to have the football and the momentum. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Rio Sports Live, and another big run from Calallen, and that's Hickman.
Tariq Hickman brings it around to the 49-yard line.
So Hickman has found his footing here in the second quarter. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We'll give you a shout out on the air. Plenty of football tonight on Rio Sports Live. 2nd and 1 after the pickup of 9. Earls over on the far side trying to pick up a block. Stiff arms a man, still on his feet. Jeremiah Earls, but he'll pick up the first down.
Jeremiah Earls there with a big run to pick up the first down for the Calallen Wildcats. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line for the Calallen Wildcats and Tariq Hickman and company.
Hickman spotting out the defense, running to the right. 45-40, Hickman tiptoeing all the way down to the 35.
And Kevin, that was a beautiful block there for number 34, Jeremiah Earls on the outside to bust out Tariq Hickman.
So 7:45, and Tyler, this game shifting very in favor of Calallen right now. After that first quarter, Miller was able to bring the heat. They're going to fake that toss to the left, and Hickman's going to keep it. We will score it like a boxing match. That first round check mark to Miller. Second quarter, we're starting to see Calallen settling down the nerves, playing their football.
It looks like Calallen has settled into their nerves here. And in that first quarter, it was all Miller. But in this second quarter, it looks like Calallen's got a little bit of the momentum here, driving inside the 40-yard line of the Miller Bucks.
And Miller's going to get a timeout in right here on the near side of the field. They were able to get the timeout right before the snap. That was close. Miller gets the timeout. Clock's going to be at 7:08. There's an injured Buck on the field. We're going to take a timeout. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Real Sports Live. That's Jayshawn Trimble walking off on his own power. Let's hope he's okay, and he's a very key piece to what these Bucks like to do defensively. So Jayshawn Trimble, again, walking up on his own power right here in front of us. 2nd and 8. This Trimble is going to be checked on by the trainers here, and looks like the officials are adjusting the clock, and they are. 7:18 on the clock. Calallen with the football.
It's 2nd down and 8 here.
2nd down and 8. And that's a jump ball, and that's incomplete.
That pass was intended for number 88, Jacob Arnold of the Calallen Wildcats.
Now you're looking at a 3rd and 8, And right about, the ball is in no man's land, so I think you are in 4-down territory here if you're Coach Danaher. $7:11 left in the first half. Earls to the 35. Earls 30, 25, all the way down to the 20 to the 19-yard line. Jeremiah Earls picks up the first down and more, and I think there's a flag, Tyler, on the far side of the field.
Yes, sir. That flag came in late there on the far side of the field after a huge run for Jeremiah Earls. Leading the way on that run was USC commit Ty Buchanan of the Calallen Wildcats.
That's going to hurt. That's an unsportsmanlike conduct against Calallen. Facing a 3rd and 8, Earls picked up the first down. That's a backbreaker if you're Calallen.
You can't have that on 3rd down. That definitely hurts Calallen here. Let's see what they can draw up here on, let's see. The ball is on the 34-yard line of the Bucks, and it'll be
a quarterback run. Hickman spinning off a man, and another flag comes in from the secondary.
Tariq Hickman with the run outside, but this one might be coming back.
That's a hold against Calallen, so back-to-back penalties from Calallen after that run from Earls. It gets wiped away because of the personal foul and now a hold. And Calallen is just moving backwards after that long run. That would have been a first down.
And the ball is on the 38-yard line of the Miller Bucks now.
Jet sweep crossing the 40 down to the 35-yard line. Enrique Serna. Or excuse me, that was Justin McClure, number 3. So McClure on the carry.
It'll bring up a 2nd and 11 here for the Calallen Wildcats.
They need 11 to convert. Hickman, the quarterback. Handoff to Earls, and this play gets blown up at the 35-yard line. Good play defensively made from the Buck defense.
Number 60, Richard Galvan, penetrates that offensive line and just gets in there in the backfield real fast, bringing up a 3rd down and 11 here for the Calallen Wildcats.
Calallen, or rather Miller, is going to call a timeout. 5:48 left in the first half. Miller takes a timeout. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Real Sports Live. That pass is going to be incomplete. Tyler, what'd you see?
We had a lineman lined up to the outside right there as a receiver. And we had a trick play by the Wildcats going right up the middle, but it didn't work on that Buck defense. Fourth down and 10 now for the Wildcats on the 34-yard line of the Miller Bucks.
Now a timeout taken by Calallen. 5:41 left in the first half, 20-7. Bucks with the football, or Bucks lead. Calallen with the football, facing a 4th and 10. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Real Sports Live. 5:41, 4th and 10. It's going to be a toss to the right. It's going to be a halfback pass. Calallen throwing this one up. That's incomplete at the 5-yard line and incomplete. Little trickery there from Calallen on the halfback pass, and it doesn't work out for the road team, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And Tyler, you're looking at a point here in this football game where Calallen found some momentum, but now if you're Miller, do you go for the kill shot here?
I think you do. I think you go up top right here to Lonnie Atkinson or Adrian Lloyd deep ball right here. Epi Hinojosa on that last play for Calallen tried to throw it deep to Jacob Arnold, but it was unsuccessful on that 4th down attempt for the Wildcats.
Body, he's going to keep it himself at the 35 with plenty of running room, sliding down to the 45 to the 46-yard line. We'll see where they spot the football.
Andrew Body right there with around an 11-yard gain on that play. Nice run there.
Body hands this one off. Plenty of running room to the 46-yard line. And another carry. We're starting to see Williams get really involved in this football game.
Macaulay and Williams with a nice 9-yard run right there, about 1 yard short of the sticks right there. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 1 for the Bucks.
Under 5 to go in the first half. After a lightning quick first half, we're seeing this one here being slowed down just a little bit as Miller came out swinging.
And Macaulay and Williams runs for about 5 yards right there for a Miller Bucks first down.
Four receivers for the Bucks. Body out of the gun. Again, he'll call his own number, 45-40, 35. Flag comes in. This one might be coming back in the area of a hold.
Nice run right there for Body and the Bucks, but I think you're right, Kevin. I think this one might be coming back.
And that is a hold against Corpus Christi Miller. So Jay-Sean Tremble still being checked on. He's yet to come back into this football game. That'll be a big piece for this Miller defense. Right now, Body has a 20-7 lead. Play action over the middle. That pass is broken up. Good defensive play there from Serna. He was looking for Jaden Moreno, the intended wide receiver.
It'll bring up a 2nd down and 13 on the 44-yard line of the Calallen Wildcats for the Miller Bucks here. And let's see what Body and Company can dial up here on 2nd down and long.
Flag comes in, and they're going to blow this play dead. It's going to be a false start, an easy call for the officials.
That'll put the ball on the 49-yard line. So we got Miller here, 2nd down and 18 on the 49-yard line.
.418 on the clock. Body over the middle. That's caught. Adrian Lloyd.
And the Miller Bucks pick up a big 1st down there on 2nd down and 18. A big pass for Body and the Bucks right there to Adrian Lloyd.
They needed 18. They got 19-20 on that play. 3 receivers now to the right. Whistles coming in. Calallen's going to take a timeout. You're watching Rio Sports Live. Third and 1, correction. We both, Tyler and I, thought that was about a 19-yard pickup. Guess it just depended on the spot. It's 3-1. Body hands this one off to Williams. Looks like he's able to pick up the 1st down, and he does. Fresh set of downs for Calallen.
McCauley and Williams right there runs up the right side and picks up a 1st down for the Miller Bucks. Nice running for McCauley and Williams, their leading rusher on the year.
Body, empty backfield, flushed out to his right. Flag comes down. That pass is, looks like it's intercepted, but there is a flag on the field.
Yeager Wilson for the Calallen Wildcats comes up with that interception.
And it's going to be an interception. The offense for Miller is still on the field. We were just waiting to see. We saw that Calallen came down with the interception, but there was a flag on the field. We weren't sure what the call was, and the officials are over on the 30-yard line discussing the penalty, and this could be huge because now you're looking at a spot where that's an illegal shift, so it's going to be Calallen football. Tyler, now you're looking at a spot where Calallen can implement that 2-minute offense, get a score before half, and then get the ball to start the second half. That's a big, big interception right there for Calallen.
That is a huge interception for the Wildcats. If they can somehow go down here and score right now and make it 14-20 heading into half, they can definitely make this a ball game here. It's 20-7. It's already close.
Calallen with a big drive here.
Tyron Clay on the stop for the Miller Bucks. And we've called his name a few times today. Tyron Clay is doing an amazing job for that Bucks defense. Stepping in for Jay-Sean Trimble, who went down earlier.
Well, that's who I'm looking for right now. I don't see Trimble here on the sideline. He wears the number 5. Option play. It's a pitch to Earls. Trying to find some running room. Nowhere to go. Being dragged down inside the 5. Big defensive play from Corpus Christi Miller.
Richard Galvan with that big stop for the Bucks defense right there. Number 60, Richard Galvan.
Now there's an injury on the field. That's Tyron Clay with 2:14 left in this one. You're watching Rio Sports Live. Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Big play defensively made from Miller, and now they're down another starter as Clay walked off the field. He's being checked on. Trimble is still not in the ball game. Option play. Hickman, lots of running room in front of him. Plenty of real estate. 40, cutting back up 45 at the 50 to the 49-yard line. Hickman with the biggest play.
Tariq Hickman of the Calallen Wildcats runs for a huge gain down the right sideline. Huge pickup for the Wildcats right there.
Hickman with the biggest run of the night for Calallen. Under 2 minutes to go. Earls with the football, trying to bounce it to the outside, running east to west. He has nowhere to go. Minute 43 left, and Tariq Hickman, again with a huge play for Calallen, facing third down.
Calallen trying to get a big score here before the half. Trying to steal some momentum before heading into halftime here against the Miller Bucks. Let's see what Phil Danaher and Tariq Hickman and company dial up here on 2nd down and 10 from the 49-yard line of the Miller Bucks.
Handoff is to Earls to the 45 to the 43-yard line.
Jeremiah Earls is a little slow to get up on the play.
Yeah, he gets up on his own power, but he's walking very gingerly. A minute 27 on the clock. As Earls is walking off on his own power over on the far sideline. He's got a limp to it, so that's never a good sign. Hopefully he's okay.
Number 40, Marvin Beasley, will come in for the Wildcats to replace Jeremiah Earls.
So the clock will start. Calallen will have to adjust here without Earls. He scored their only touchdown. Hickman shakes off a would-be tackler out of bounds over onto the far sideline. That's a completed pass to Jacob Arnold.
That'll bring up a 1st down for the Wildcats after that big catch from Jacob Arnold.
First and 10. Ball on the 42. A minute 10 left in the first half. And it's been a rather lengthy first half here at Buck. Calallen with the football, needing a score. Hickman, play action, pass. This one's deep over the middle. Has a man that's caught all the way down to the 5-yard line. Colton Henson on the reception.
Nice catch there by Colton Henson of the Wildcats. A huge throw by Tariq Hickman and a nice catch there for number 5, Colton Henson. And they're inside the 10-yard line, so it's first and goal for the Calallen Wildcats.
Trying to find his way into the end zone, barreling his way to the 2-yard line. Trying to hurry up and get to the line. 40 seconds left, clock ticking away.
The Wildcats are trying to halftime and take the momentum heading into the half. There's 30 seconds left.
Hickman rolling out to his right. Nobody home. Touchdown, Calallen.
Nice play there for Tariq Hickman as he bootlegs to the right side and walks in for the 2-yard touchdown for the Calallen Wildcats. Bringing the score to 20-13 here in the second quarter with 20 seconds left. And Colin Kieschnick for the Calallen Wildcats will attempt this field goal.
So the extra point is up. And it's good, and just like that, 20-14, Calallen bolting down with the biggest drive of the night, and it all started with that run from Hickman, and he caps it off with a touchdown. 20 seconds left before the break. You're watching Real Sports Live. Because of everything that was going on, I was doing games up here, but now with the Valley started.
Oh, the Valley wasn't even playing right. Well, some teams.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. 20-14. Miller with the lead, but just like that, in a blink of an eye, it's 14 unanswered from this Wildcat offense and a Miller offense who looked unstoppable in that first quarter have now kind of just settled in. It's a one-possession game, and this is one thing we talked about with Calallen getting the football back in the second half. Big tackle at the 25-yard line. 16 seconds left in the half. Tyler, do you flirt with maybe going deep here?
That's a good question there, Kevin. I would say if you got the weapons like Lonnie and Adrian, I would say go for it. You never know whether they can just come up and go up and grab a ball real quick. And they can definitely score in 16 seconds. Let's see what Andrew Body and Justin Evans draw up here for the Miller Bucks.
Snaps there. Body, quick pass. Adrian Lloyd at the 30. And he quickly gets out of bounds. 12 seconds.
Nice job of getting out of bounds there for Adrian Lloyd. Saving some time on that clock. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 on the 33-yard line with 12 seconds left here in this second quarter.
Four receivers set. Body, that pass completed over on the far sideline. There should be about 5 seconds left. Lonnie Adkism After coming out on fire in the first quarter, Adkism kind of quieted down in that second quarter. There's his first catch.
And let's see what Evans and company do here with 5 seconds left here before halftime. Do you throw it up deep here to one of these amazing receivers?
I think that's what they're setting it up for. Greenwood to the right of Body, high snap, hauls it in. They're going to run verticals, and down goes Body, a sack. That's how this first half is going to come to an end. Momentum all in favor of Colton Callaway. They put a statement at the end of this first half. Let's look at this replay before we go to commercial break. There it goes, and it's a big sack and the momentum.
Big tackle there for the Wildcats, number 44.
Colton Callaway. So we are at halftime. Miller 20, Calallen 14. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito. Fans, if you want to look your best at the next
Alrighty, guys, we are back here with Real Life Sports. We're getting ready to get the second half underway here between the Miller Bucks and the Calallen Wildcats. My name is Tyler Durheim, and we are here at Buck Stadium. The Miller Bucks will be kicking off. It'll be number 88, Caden Shedd, kicking off to the Calallen Wildcats, Luke Smith, Marvin Beasley, and number 4, Enrique Serna. Big third quarter here, folks. Big third quarter. Caden Shedd for the Bucks will kick off. And it's a squib kick. Jacob Arnold from the Wildcats calls for a fair catch. And the Bucks will take over on the 35-yard line. Excuse me, the 32-yard line. And the Calallen Wildcats and Tariq Hickman and Jeremiah Earls and company. Let's see what they can get going on offense right here. Handoff is to Earls. Earls breaks it out to the right side where he's tackled by number 6, Tyron Clay of the Miller Bucks. It'll bring up a second down and long for Miller, or for Calallen. And there's a flag on the play. And it'll go against the Miller Bucks. That'll bring up a first down and 5 for the Wildcats. They are on the 37-yard line of the Miller Bucks. Tariq Hickman and Jeremiah Earls in the backfield. Hickman takes a snap, fakes it to Marvin Beasley, and runs right up the middle. And Tariq Hickman is gone. A 69-yard touchdown for the Calallen Wildcats. Number 10, Tariq Hickman. Right up the middle. Huge play there for the Calallen Wildcats, tying the game up here at 20 with 11:32 here in the third quarter left to go. Huge fake handoff to Marvin Beasley as he runs right up the middle for the touchdown there. The extra point will be attempted by Colin Kieschnick of the Wildcats. And it is good, bringing the score to Calallen 21 and Miller 20. We'll be right back after these messages. Alrighty, we're back here at Buck Stadium, where the Wildcats' Colin Kieschnick, number 85, is going to kick off to the Bucks. Number 13 is back waiting, McCullian Williams, and number 7, Lonnie Adkism, are back waiting for this kick for the Bucks. Kieschnick gets ready and kicks it away. It'll be returned by Calallen Williams. And a big hit by number 43 there of the Wildcats. Garrett Rangel on that big hit for the Wildcats. The Bucks will start 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. That last extra point was wide left, so the game is tied here, 20-20, with 11:26 here to go in the third quarter. Andrew Body and Company will take the field. In the backfield is Ethan Greenwood with Body. Body hands it off to Greenwood for a gain of about 1 on the play. It'll bring up a second down and about 9. Colton Calloway with the stop for the Wildcats. He's the Wildcats' leading tackler this year. Great defensive player for the Wildcats. Colton Calloway and William Birch both have over 50 tackles for the Wildcats this year. And there's a timeout on the field. We'll be right back after these messages. And we're back live here on Rio Sports Live. Andrew Body and Company is facing a 2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line here. Body takes the snap, drops back, throws deep to Adrian Lloyd, and it's just out of the reach of Lloyd's hands. That would have been a deep, deep ball there if he could have come up with that. Big play for the Bucks if he would have caught that. Great defense there by number 8 from the Wildcats. Luke Smith on the defensive effort. Body and Greenwood in the backfield for the Miller Bucks. They got 4 wide receivers. Body takes the snap to Lonnie Adkism, and Adkism breaks a tackle, and he's going down the sidelines, down to the 45-yard line of the Calallen Wildcats. 10:33 left here in the third quarter, and it's a tie game. The number 5 Calallen Wildcats are tied with Miller Bucks. A high-scoring offense here. Calallen Williams comes in for Ethan Greenwood for the Bucks. And Body and Calallen Williams are lined up in the backfield with a 4 wide receiver set. Body takes the snap and hands it to Calallen Williams. And he bounces outside and picks up around 9 yards on the play. It'll bring up about a 2nd down and 1 or 2 here. The ball's around the 45-yard line. 10:15 here left in the third quarter. Calallen Williams in motion. Body takes the snap and throws it to Williams. And a huge fake for Williams. And he goes down to the 25-yard line of the Calallen Wildcats. What a huge juke move there for Calallen Williams. A big Miller first down there. As Body just throws a little sweep pass to Calallen Williams, and he runs for about a gain of 20 yards on the play. Brings the ball to the 26-yard line of the Calallen Wildcats. body. Calallen Williams right up the middle. McCullion walks in the end zone. 26-yard touchdown for the Miller Bucks. McCullion Williams. It is 26-20 here in the third quarter with 9:31 left. Caden Shed in for the Miller Bucks to attempt this extra point. Huge run there for McCullion Williams and the Bucks. And the kick is good, making it 27-20 with 9:31 here in the third quarter. We will be right back after these commercials. Alrighty, we're back here at Buck Stadium on Rio Sports Live. My name is Tyler Durheim, and I'm with Kevin Naro here today, calling this game here from Buck Stadium. There's 9:31 left here in the third quarter. Miller has a 7-point lead on 5th-ranked Calallen. And Caden Shed for the Miller Bucks will kick this ball off. Marvin Beasley and Cade Wood for the Calallen Wildcats are back to receive this kick. It's a short squib kick. Number 5 for the Wildcats will return it. And not a very big return there on the play. That was Colton Henson for the Wildcats. Tariq Hickman and company will come back on this field for the offense for the Calallen Wildcats. They will start on the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. Earls is in the backfield with Tariq Hickman, and Hickman hands off to Earls. Earls gains about 5 yards on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 5 for the Calallen Wildcats. The ball is on the 36-yard line and is 2nd and 6 with 9:08 here left to go in the third quarter. Tariq Hickman and Jeremiah Earls are in the backfield for this Wildcats offense. Hickman hands it to Earls, and Earls gains about 6 yards, almost enough for a 1st down. We got an official measurement. Actually, a 1st down on the play for Jeremiah Earls and the Wildcats. The ball is on the 42-yard line now. Hickman and Jeremiah Earls come out in the backfield. Hickman takes the snap and fakes the handoff to Earls and runs right down the left side. He is going to be stopped by number 20 from the Bucks. That is Donovan Finney of the Bucks with the stop there. Huge run for Tariq Hickman to bring the ball all the way down inside the Bucks 24-yard line. There is 8:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Tariq Hickman and Jeremiah Earls are in the backfield for the Wildcats. Hickman takes the snap and hands it to Earls. And Earls is brought down by number 17 on the play of the Bucks. Number 17 would be Jordan Morin of the Miller Bucks with a great play. Unfortunately for the Miller Bucks, Jayshawn Trimble, number 5, is still on the sidelines, and it doesn't look like he's going to come into this game for the rest of the night. Big defensive loss for the Bucks there. Tariq Hickman and Jeremiah Earls are in the backfield for the Wildcats. Hickman takes the snap and fakes it to Earls, and a stiff arm. He gains about 9 yards on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 1 from about the 15-yard line of the Bucks. And there's an injured player on the field. We'll be right back after these messages. Alrighty, we are back here at Buck Stadium. Tariq Hickman and the Wildcats are on the 15-yard line of the Bucks here. It's 3rd down and 1. Let's see what Phil Danaher and the Wildcats can dial up here on 3rd down. And a handoff to number 23 of the Wildcats for a 1st down. Epi Hinojosa for the Wildcats with a 1st down, bringing the ball all the way down to the 6-yard line of the Bucks. Nice run there for Epi Hinojosa. And the Wildcats line up. The handoff is to number 23, Epi Hinojosa, who is brought down at the 4-yard line. 6:58 here to go in the 3rd quarter. Calallen with a 7-point lead here. The 5th-ranked Calallen Wildcats are taking on the Miller Bucks here tonight. The Miller Bucks have a high-scoring offense. And Epi Hinojosa runs for about a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down for the Wildcats on the 2-yard line. 3rd down and goal. And the Wildcats' Ethan Salinas lines up, hands it off to Epi Hinojosa, who breaks in to the end zone for a Wildcats touchdown. It is now 34-20 here in the 3rd quarter with 5:52 left. Colin Kieschnick lines up for the extra point here. And it's good. It is 27-27 here in the 3rd quarter with 5:52 left as the Calallen Wildcats drive down the field and score a touchdown on a 2-yard run by Epi Hinojosa. We will be right back after these commercials.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Third quarter, 5:52. We got a heck of a football game here at Buck on a cool October night. Just has that feel of a playoff atmosphere.
And we got a great game going here, Kevin. 27-27 with 5:52 here in the third quarter left.
That's because, in case you're just tuning in, Corpus Christi Miller led 20-0, and what was a first quarter dominated by the Bucks. The rushing attack from from Calallen really turned the tides in that second quarter as the Wildcats flexing their muscles on the ground. And the good thing we saw was Earls coming back in the ball game for Calallen, and that was a big thing that we saw him limp off the field, and he came back into this football game, and he looked good to me.
He definitely looks good here tonight. The Calallen Wildcats are, in the first half, they rushed for, about 130 yards, whereas the Miller Bucks rushed for 86. On the passing side of things, the Miller Bucks have 179 as the Calallen Wildcats have 34 here. But definitely Jeremiah Earls has looked great here tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, he came back from that injury, and again, still no Ja'Shawn Trimble for Miller defensively. But now, Andrew Body, you're up next. Stepping back to pass. Flushed out to his left, flips this one out into the flats, tackled immediately over on the far sideline, and a good play defensively from Hunter Groves, the senior outside linebacker.
Great play there by Hunter Groves. Nice open field tackle for Hunter Groves there on McCauley and Williams.
We're approaching the 10 o'clock hour. 5:20 left in the third. Hand off up the left hash, shaking off a man to the 25 to the 26. And then another good run from Miller's Williams. And the last time I saw Miller, we didn't see too much of Williams, but we saw a heavy dose of Ethan Greenwood. And tonight it seems as if Williams has really led the way in the backfield. Now he will head over to the sidelines, and Ethan Greenwood will check into the ball game. Looks like there's going to be a timeout on the field. The officials meeting at the 20-yard line. 4:59 is where the clock stops. We will reset the clock here. So again, this game, living up to the hype, and it's a lot of fun. We saw Calallen put together a couple of big plays with Hickman, and that big run on that touchdown drive before the half helped set up his touchdown run later in the drive and really gave him the momentum. And what we thought would happen, and that was Calallen scores, comes out on their first drive. They get a score, so you get that, quote, that 14-point swing that Calallen was able to get. But, of course, Miller answers right back and ties things up. We're all knotted up 27-all here in Buck Stadium. Kevin, that's Tyler. Heck of a football game.
Yes, sir, Kevin. Yes, sir. It's a great football game here tonight at Buck Stadium.
Body hands this one off to Greenwood. Met at the line of scrimmage. Picks up 1, maybe 2 yards. 4:25 on the clock. Clock ticking away here in the third quarter. And Ja'Shawn Trimble, he's not wearing shoulder pads, but he's down there meeting with his defensive troops. And that's something you see out of a leader both on and off the field, as Trimble is coaching up his defense. Just a sign of a good leader there, and it's just a tough break for Coach Evans' squad. His body's trying to follow blockers. Cuts it back up to the 35. Beautiful run there from Andrew Body, just patiently waiting. And then as soon as he saw the hole, he made that cut.
Yeah, great block there by Donovan Terrell for the Miller Bucks. Body just followed Terrell and got that first down. The ball's on the 33-yard line, on the 37-yard line, excuse me, of the Miller Bucks.
The vision there from Body was remarkable. Now a 4-receiver set, fresh set of downs. Body has time. Deep ball, far side, completed at midfield and out of bounds. That pass completed to Jaden Moreno. Back-to-back first downs for Corpus Christi Miller. They're on the move. Body getting the signs from the offensive coordinators on the near side.
And the Bucks have the ball on the Calallen 48-yard line.
Ball right around midfield. Motion man is Williams. They'll fake the screen. Pass completed at the right hash. Lonnie Adkism.
Lonnie Adkism has been catching balls all night here today for the Miller Bucks. Great receiver out there for Body.
27-27. A drive that started in the shadow of their own goalpost. Now with the football in enemy territory at the 44. Fake the handoff, rolling out left. His Body picks up a block, lowering his shoulder is Andrew Body, and he gets drugged down over on the far side. Kind of looking like Josh Allen there. You've seen him with the Buffalo Bills lowering that shoulder.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to make that tackle when he's bearing down on you.
So Andrew Body with a strong drive here for the Bucks. 27-27, right on the CCISD logo. Ball at the 40. Williams to the right of Body. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up. Body has time, steps up. Here comes the blitz. Down he goes. There's a sack from Calallen's defense, lighting it up. Adrian Buenovilla in on the tackle.
Nice play there for that Calallen defense. Way to get Body down there for the sack. Brings up a fourth down in about 8 or 9 here for the Bucks. Let's see what they do here, Kevin.
4th and 2 coming up. Big play. Offense on the field. Williams, the motion man. They'll go to the quick screen. Complete 45-40. Diving for the first down. He gets it.
What an effort there for Macaulay and Williams to dive for that first down on 4th down and 8. Big play there for the Bucks.
4-receiver set. First down after the 4th down conversion. Ethan Greenwood, big hole up the middle to the 25-yard line, the big fella.
Another first down for the Bucks there as Ethan Greenwood runs right up the middle, and they bring him down after a gain of about 10 on the play.
Fresh set of downs for the Bucks on the move with the momentum at the 25-yard line. Body again gives it up to Greenwood, picks up 3, maybe 4 on the carry there from Ethan Greenwood. And we saw Williams, and there he comes back into the ball game as Greenwood will check out.
And the ball is on the 23-yard line of the Wildcats. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Body back to pass. Quick pass. That ball nearly intercepted. He jumped the route. The clock's going to stop. Justice McClure, he nearly had that interception.
Nice break on that play for Justin McClure in that Wildcats defense. Almost had that pick 6 right there for the Wildcats.
Looks like they're trying to set up that bubble screen right there. Dangerous pass there from Body. Got away with one. 3rd and 7, 4 down territory for the Bucks. Body out of the gun, 4-receiver set, tie game, ball on the 23. And fumbled the football. Calallen says they have it. There is a flag on the play. This is in the area of a false start. That might be the call, Tyler. We're going to wait and see what the officials say. There's 34 seconds on the clock.
This is a big, big play here for both teams. Let's see what happens. What's the result of this penalty right here?
It can go one of two ways. It can be a false start or an offsides. The officials here discussing it at the 25-yard line. There's no question that Calallen came up with the football. It's going to be Wildcat football.
Big, big play there for that Wildcats defense to come up with that fumble. Just a mishandled snap there, and the Wildcats come up with it.
Looking at the replay on that play right before, I almost came down with that interception, and then the following play was a fumble. Hickman, the quarterback, not in the ball game. Looks like they might be out of a Wildcat formation is Calallen. Jeremiah Earls bouncing to the outside. He's got a chance, bouncing it. There he goes, crossing midfield, 45-40. Jeremiah Earls all the way down to the 20-yard line. But there's a flag on the play, and that's going to be in the area of holding. This one's going to be coming back. We saw that one from up here, Tyler, and
huge play there for the Wildcats, but that one's coming back on a holding call. Big play there for Jeremiah Earls running up that right sideline.
So Ethan Salinas was lined up at quarterback, and you were wondering where Hickman went. They were just lined up in a Wildcat formation, and Ethan Salinas, the junior quarterback. Now we're trying to try and sort out this penalty and sort out how much time is on the clock. 23 seconds on the clock on the scoreboard. We're going to wait and see where they reset it. So it's a spot foul, and it goes against the offense. So we'll see where they spot this football. It's at about the 50-yard line. The clock still reads 23 seconds, so we're going to put 23 on the clock. It's going to start once the ball is set. 1st and 10, ball at the 49. Wildcat again, Earls bouncing to the outside, picks up 4.
Tyron Clay on that tackle for the Miller Bucks, number 6. Tyron Clay is making some big plays for that Bucks defense tonight.
So that should take us to the end of the third quarter. We head to the fourth and final quarter here at Bucks Stadium in a marquee matchup in the Coastal Bend. Calallen 27, Miller 27. Fourth quarter coming up on Rio Sports Live. Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Start of the fourth quarter.
The Calallen Wildcats have the ball on the Miller Bucks 48-yard line right here.
So we are getting set for the start of the fourth and final quarter. Buckle up. We got a good one.
Ethan Salinas there for the Wildcats with a nice run. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Wildcats.
And Hickman, he's out of this game with an injury. So we've yet to see him come back in this football game. We don't know the extent of it. So now Salinas, the backup quarterback, the junior, now takes the reins.
Epi Hinojosa there on the run for the Wildcats. It'll bring up about a 4th down and inches here for the Wildcats. A big play here for Ethan Salinas and Epi Hinojosa and the Wildcats.
Salinas doesn't know where to go with it. Busted play.
Tyrin Clay for the Miller Bucks with a huge defensive stop to keep the Calallen Wildcats from going down the field.
Big play there defensively. Just a busted play.
.10:42 here to go in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, 27-27. The 5th-ranked Calallen Wildcats versus the Miller Bucks. High-scoring, prolific offense here from Bucks Stadium here tonight with Kevin Naro.
So that could be the momentum that the Bucks needed. 10:42. Handoff, that's Williams.
Nice stop there for number 72, Jacob Castellanos from the Wildcats. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9 from about the 42-yard line of the Miller Bucks.
That was just a big play defensively made by this Buck defense. Ball on the 42. Body out of the gun. Greenwood, the motion man, swing pass to Greenwood, caught at the 45, then tackled from behind. That's not an easy thing to do. William Birch, who's 2nd on the team in tackles with 58, just made a textbook tackle on one of the bigger running backs in the area, in Ethan Greenwood, and now it's 3rd and 4.
Great tackle there by William Birch, the 2nd leading tackler on this Calallen Wildcats defense. And it'll be 3rd down and 5 here from the 46-yard line.
Body rolling out to the 45, lunging forward. I don't think he got it. 4th and 5. Body picked up 1.
And Kevin, if you're Coach Owens, what do you do right here?
Well, it looks like they're lining up to go for it. 4 receivers. The crowd getting into it. Greenwood, swing pass. They're looking to him. Caught. Gets to the markers. 1st down. That's a big 1st down play there, and a play that Miller has gone to multiple times tonight. Swinging out their running back in motion and finding him open in the flats. 8:54, clock stops. And again, with all the social distancing in the crowd, you can start to hear the crowd get into it just a little bit. Williams takes the handoff, picks up 4. Now we're getting into a point in this football game where time is going to start to be a factor, with Lister getting ready to check into this game.
8:37 here left to go in the 4th quarter, Kevin. The clock is definitely ticking away, and both teams are tied here at 27. A huge ball game here for both teams.
Body out of the gun. Steps up, fires this one. Adrian Lloyd fumbled the football. Wildcats pick it up. It's a live ball at the 40, and another turnover. This time around, Hunter Groves picks up the loose cookie, and that's back-to-back fumbles.
The Calallen Wildcats with a huge stop on defense. Adrian Lloyd coughs that ball up after he catches a nice catch on the play. And Hunter Groves from the Calallen Wildcats gets the Wildcats started on the 27-yard line.
This was a defense that they got lit up first couple weeks, but then they started finding their form, only giving up 20 points in the last 3 games or over the current 3-game win streak. And now you're starting to see that defense really come to life for Coach Danaher. 8-11 left in this one. Tie ball game. Wildcats with the football. Ethan Salinas, the junior, hands it off to Earls, breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Jeremiah Earls won't be denied.
What a run from Jeremiah Earls, picking up a Calallen first down. The ball is on the 44-yard line with 7:58 here left to go in the fourth quarter.
There's no question that Jeremiah Earls' ankle is okay, and again, we saw him leave the game earlier tonight. He's all right. He's good to go. Salinas out of the shotgun. Hand off, Earl. And a big hit over on the far side of the field.
Tyron Clay coming up with that big stop for the Bucks there again.
Clay gets the big stop, 7:27. That was one of those jet sweeps that you see out of that Wildcat formation. And Earls, you got to keep feeding your beast. He's to the right of Salinas. Ball at the 44, 7:07. They'll fake the handoff to Earls. Salinas going deep. Got a man caught. 20. Shakes him off. Still on his feet to the 15-yard line. Big play there from Calallen. Jacob Arnold.
Jacob Arnold for the Calallen Wildcats brings the ball inside the 17-yard line of the Bucks. And the Calallen Wildcats are in scoring position here.
That is a big play right there from Ethan Salinas. And a kid you're talking about that's just thrown right into the fire. Says, get in there and let's win this one. The backup quarterback replacing Tarek Hickman, who was the starting quarterback and came out of this game with an injury. 6:37. Earls. This time the Miller defense is there waiting for him. 6:30 and counting. Clock starting to tick away. With the way this is shaping up, you'd have to imagine how quickly Miller can score. Calallen would still have time for at least one more drive with 6:15. But if you're Coach Danaher, you're milking this clock and you're trying to take off as much time as you can because you know how quick Andrew Body and company can put points up on the board. It was 20-0 at one point. Calallen storming back. Design quarterback run to Salinas. And a big hit coming in from the secondary. There's going to be a flag, and I don't know about that one, Tyler. Jesus Ruiz came flying in from the secondary and put the hit. This might be one of those hits on a defenseless receiver. Let's look at the replay. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that's clean. Ruiz was just coming flying in looking to make a play.
I would have to agree there, Kevin.
We'll see what the call is. Right now the officials are discussing it. Let's look at the replay again. Ruiz, the safety, just came flying in from the top of your screen. Here comes Salinas, and that's a live play. It's a live play. I don't know.
You got to expect him to make the tackle. I mean,
good. They picked up the flag. They picked up the flag. Good. That's the right call. You got to let these kids play in a tight game like this. Good. That's a good call. I agree with the officials there. I was like, okay. He just made it. Ruiz, you're taught to seek and destroy. There was no whistle. You play to the whistle, and that's what Ruiz was doing.
Exactly.
So just a good non-call there from the officials. And a really important part in this ball game. 5:41 on the clock.
Ball is on the 12-yard line of the Bucks.
Salinas hands this one off to Earls, trying to bounce it to the outside to the 10, down to the 5. Earls all the way down to the 2-yard line. Jeremiah Earls continuing to get stronger and stronger as this football game continues. 5:28 now left in this one.
Jeremiah Earls has been a workhorse here tonight for the Calallen Wildcats.
Anquan Coleman now checking into the ball game. Salinas, the quarterback, directed this drive after that big pass. Earls into the end zone. Touchdown, Calallen.
Jeremiah Earls with a big touchdown for the Wildcats.
And they retake the lead.
33-27 here with 5:25 left in the fourth quarter, pending the extra point for Colin Kieschnick and the Calallen Wildcats.
Extra point on the way as you saw that Earls touchdown. Snaps there, kicks away, and it's good. Buckle up, folks. We got a wild one as Body and Company, they trail by a touchdown on the other side of the break. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Tyler, you got some updated scores. What's going on?
We got Vets 45-13 over the GP Wildcats. We got the Bluff 27-23 over the Victoria East Titans. Of course, this big game right here between Calallen and Miller. Colin Kieschnick will line it up to kick it off to the Bucks right here.
Back comes Miller at the 25. So here comes the man. That's Andrew Body, and this is what you live for. This is what you work for in the offseason. You're down by a touchdown, 5:22. Biggest ball game to date. Here we go.
You got one of the best offenses in the state of Texas that can score in a hurry here. So let's see what the Miller Bucks have in store.
Here's the thing. If you're Miller, you don't want to score too quick. There's 5:22 left in this one, but we'll just see how quickly Miller can strike here. Williams being chased from behind and a big tackle made. Hunter Groves has had himself a second half, folks.
Hunter Groves has been all over this field for the Calallen Wildcats defense. And if you're Miller, you definitely don't want to score too fast because Calallen's MO is running this clock out.
Right, and we just showed that replay there, and a good tackle from Groves who recovered that fumble earlier. He's had himself a heck of a second half. 4:49 left in this one. Body steps back, has time, going deep, looking for Lloyd, and he overshoots his man. Adrian Lloyd, the intended wide receiver, and Tyler, you saw this offense in sync with Body, with Adkism, with Lloyd, and kudos to Coach Danaher and his defense. They've really tightened those bolts.
Definitely there, Kevin. In that first quarter, it seems like Miller couldn't throw a bad pass. Body could not throw a bad pass in that first quarter. It seems like Phil Danaher and that Calallen defense has figured out something to try to stop this Miller offense.
Body hands this one off to Greenwood. Nowhere to go. This Calallen defense is woken up.
Donovan Eigelhart for that Calallen defense swarmed to that ball to wrap up Ethan Greenwood there. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 12 from the 24-yard line of the Bucks.
4 minutes left in this one. 4th and 12. Here we go. 3 receivers to the right. And Body's going to just punt this one away. They're going to lean on that defense to come up with a stop. It's going to take a Miller roll to about the 27, 28-yard line. Clock's going to stop. 3:40 left in this one. And now if you are Corpus Christi Miller, Tyler, you're looking for a stop here defensively to get the hands back into your quarterback's hands to potentially tie this football game. And on the flip side, if you're the Wildcats, a couple of first downs and this game could be over.
Exactly there, Kevin. If you're this Miller defense, you want to get a 3-and-out, a quick 3-and-out here. But if you're this Calallen offense, you want to salt this game away and pick up a few first downs here, rushing the ball.
Just how about the effort from Calallen really being down 20-0 out of the gate, and Miller came out with their best left hook. And for a minute there, we were like, oh, is this going to be one of those games? Is it going to be a long night? But Calallen bolted down. They got in the end zone. Then I think the momentum really changed on that final drive of the first half, Tyler, when Hickman had that big run that eventually led to his touchdown. Then they got the football back, scored. So really from the final minutes of that second quarter on, it's been all Calallen.
It really has. It really feels like all the momentum since that second quarter on has been all Calallen. That first quarter, Miller just came out and firing on all cylinders, throwing to Lonnie Adkism, McCollian getting in the mix. They were just rolling down the field. And Calallen seems to just have figured their offense out.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, the Hale Law Firm, Robert Hale, an attorney, and Albert Martinez, legal assistant. 25 years experience with personal injuries, auto accident, and 18-wheeler cases. And a shout out to everyone tuning in to Real Sports Live. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channels, Real Sports Live on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Calallen here on the 28-yard line with 3:40 left here in this fourth quarter.
3:40. Salinas under center, hands this one off to the left side, trying to bounce it to the outside. No running room for Epi Hinojosa. Clock's going to continue to tick down.
Tayrin Clay on that tackle again for the Bucks. He has been a solid anchor for that defense here all day today for the Bucks, making some pretty amazing tackles.
Now the key here is that Miller has all 3 of their timeouts. 2nd and 8. Hinojosa picked up 2. And again, there's no 2-minute warning. Snaps there, and another busted play. Salinas has nowhere to go, and a big play again defensively made by Dejon Bigsby. Miller now elects to call a timeout with 2:49 left in this one, and we're going to step aside, take a quick timeout. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. 2 timeouts left for Corpus Christi Miller. They just used their first timeout.
A big 3rd down and 9 coming up here for the Wildcats.
Hand this one off to Earls, and it's blown up in the backfield. Another big play defensively. This time it's Jordan Morin on the stop. 2:46. Clock's going to stop. Miller's going to take a timeout.
There's 2:46 here left in this game. The Miller Bucks 27 and the Calallen Wildcats 34.
Third and 8 on the other side of the break. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Real Sports Live. They're adjusting the clock. 2:49 left in this one. 3rd and 8. Big football play here, and it's going to be an option. Pitching it out to Earls. Breaking it to the outside. Jeremiah Earls picks up the first down.
Big run there for the Wildcats. Jeremiah Earls as he picks up a first down on 3rd and 8. With 2:42 left here in the 4th quarter, a big first down.
.242.
First and 10 on the 41-yard line.
Earls takes the handoff. Tackled at the 44-yard line, and Miller taking another timeout.
Dejon Bisbee with the tackle for the Miller Bucks.
So that's Miller's second charged timeout. So correction there on the timeouts. Miller used their second timeout. They have one more timeout left. Now you're starting to get into a point where it's getting a little worrisome if you are a Miller fan. So 2:30 remaining in this one. Miller takes a timeout. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. 2:30 left in the ball game.
2nd down and 7 here on the 45-yard line for the Wildcats.
Earls being chased from behind, still on his feet at the 40. Jeremiah Earls, how did he do that?
What a run for Jeremiah Earls. Just willing himself to a first down for the Wildcats.
That's going to be a play that Calallen fans are going to be talking about for some time. He was tackled back at the 40 at the line of scrimmage. Let's look at that replay on the full screen. Let's bring that up here just a second. There we go. I mean, you're talking about maybe a 3 or 4 yard loss on 2 would-be tacklers. That is a huge play in this football game.
Jeremiah Earls just kept his feet moving there to pick up that first down for the Wildcats.
Handoff to Hinojosa, trucking his way. Now you want to hold on to that football. Miller has one more timeout in their back pocket.
We got a timeout for Miller on the play.
You know, how much do they miss Jayshon Tremble as he's walking out there onto the field? 1:40 left in this one. Miller, Tyler, just used their last timeout. And right now all you can hope for is forcing a turnover.
If you're Calallen, you have to come out protecting that ball. And if you're Miller, you want to try to strip that ball as soon as possible. It'll be second down and 5 here from the 43-yard line of the Miller Bucks. 1:40 here to go in the fourth quarter. It's 34-27, Calallen over Miller.
$1:40 left in this one. Calallen with the football. Handoff again to Reno Hosa. Big hole up the left side, throwing the stiff arm down to the 30-yard line and then shoved out of bounds.
Tyron Clay on that tackle for the Bucks.
Gonzalez was the buck that pushed them out of bounds. Looking at a 2nd and 5, 1:34. Calallen 1:34 seconds away from walking out of here, and they're going to line up in victory formation. And they do. You talk about the job that Coach Danaher has done. And again, in his tenure, that man right there, Phil Danaher, 12-0 against Corpus Christi Miller in his tenure at Calallen.
That's a really impressive record against a great team like Miller.
Yeah, this was an offense that came out swinging. And Calallen bolted down, overcame the injury to Hickman, their quarterback. Second down, they're going to let this clock milk all the way down. And another victory formation there. Taking a knee is the quarterback, Ethan Salinas. Tyler, this game was 20-0. And then in the blink of an eye, Calallen puts together the comeback. And a wild second half. The Wildcats are going to win this football game, Tyler. They're going to improve to 2-0 in district play, 5-2 on the year. Miller was 4-2. They're going to fall to 4-3 and 1-1 in district play, and just good sportsmanship shown by both teams here as we are in the final seconds of this football game, and that's ground and pound football right there. You get the football back and you play some hard-nosed football.
And the Calallen Wildcats take this big District 4A, District 15 4A matchup here tonight against the Miller Bucks. And the Miller Bucks will move on next week to face the number 4 ranked Calhoun Sand Crabs. So it doesn't get any easier here for the Bucks. They're playing some amazing teams with this hard district schedule.
So that's the final score as the teams you're looking at onto the field, social distancing style 2020. Final score from Buck, Calallen 34, Corpus Christi Miller 27. Tyler, any final thoughts?
It was a great game here tonight, Kevin. Both Miller came out firing on all cylinders to begin this game. And Calallen, it just seems like they figured something out. They figured out that Miller offense and kept him out of the end zone in that second half. And Jeremiah Earls, that rushing attack, oh man, he's gonna be really hard to bring down.
Definitely. So on behalf of myself, Tyler, Rudy, Joe Bolin, and everyone at Real Sports Live, saying so long and good night from Buck.